back to Smoking with the Smiths. I'm Cody, and we are back again to show you today how to clean your PitBoss KC combo. I noticed when we smoked our mozzarella cheese the other day that this could probably use good cleaning. So we're gonna show you everything you need to do to keep that KC combo nice and clean and good to cook with and all that good stuff. Cleaning it will help extend the life of your grill and make sure that you're not getting too much junk in your food and all that good stuff. So I guess we'll start with the things that you're going to need to clean your KC combo, and I'll just go through the bucket of things I have here for just that. I've got some paper towels. I have a pair of cleaning gloves that I'll be putting on here shortly. I have some heavy-duty degreasing spray. We also have a couple of brushes to clean some stuff and a sponge. You're also going to need a Shop-Vac as well as a bucket of hot soapy water. So first, to get started, we will clean out the smoker side of the KC combo. Okay, so we're starting with the smoker side, and first we're going to disassemble everything on the interior of the grill. So we're going to start with the grates, and we're going to take those off and put them right into our soapy water so they can soak for a little bit before we start scrubbing them off. And then we're going to take our deflector plate out and set that off to the side as well. And then we have everything out of the inside. So this is where our Shop-Vac comes in. We're gonna come in here, Shop-Vac out all the ash, and it's a little greasy down in there too, so we'll try to wipe away some of that grease as well. Okay, so as you can see right here, this is where your pellets feed into the bottom of the grill and into your burn pot. So this is where a bunch of ash collects, so we're just gonna go ahead and Shop-Vac the ash out of the bottom of there. And then we'll just Shop-Vac around a little bit in there to try to get all the ash out that we can. Alright, so we got the inside of the smoker all vacuumed out, so we're going to move on to the deflector plate. So with the deflector plate, I just take one of my brushes and I just try to brush away as much as you can of this grease and this black gunk. You don't want to get your deflector plate wet because you don't want it to rust. So don't use any water on this part. You just want to use a dry bristle brush to knock away as much of this crud as you can. And if you do happen to get your deflector plate wet, you just want to make sure that it dries fully before you put it back inside your PitBoss KC combo. Alright, so we knocked as much of that grease and crud off of there as you could. You're never going to get it perfectly clean, so I don't worry about it too much. I just try to knock off some of the bigger chunks and get it as clean as possible. So we're just going to slide it right back in here and move on to our next step. Okay, so next we're going to move on to our grates. They've been soaking in this tub of hot soapy water here for a few minutes. So we're going to move on, and we're just going to take one of our circular brush here, and we're just going to scrub these off as clean as we can possibly get them. Alright, so we got these grates all scrubbed off. We are going to rinse them off with some clean water and let them dry completely before we put them back inside our grill. Alright, so while our grates air dry, we are going to move over to the propane side of our grill, where we have a cast iron flat top on right now, and we are going to clean this off. You don't want to clean the grease off of this because that's how you keep it seasoned. You keep it from rusting that way, so you want to keep the grease on, but I'm going to take my spatula here, and I'm just going to scrape some of the bigger chunks of old food and all kinds of residue and that stuff down into our grease trap. All right, so now that we have the top cleaned off, we're gonna lift this off and clean underneath. We're gonna have probably some greasy buildup under there that we're gonna have to clean up, and then probably some stuff to vacuum out of there. So we'll go ahead and lift this off. So as you can see here, this is our grease trap. So this is when we push the stuff down into the hole on the top of the cast iron. This is where all that grease collects, and as you can see here, it sometimes builds up down in there. So we're gonna go ahead and clean that out, and then there's also some buildup down in the very bottom there, if you can see it. We'll make sure to clean that out of there as well. All right, so we wiped the bottom out of there with some paper towels, and we just scraped the excess grease out of that grease trap. So now we're gonna go ahead and put our cast iron top back on. And that'll do it for this side. Okay, so now that we got the interiors of both sides of the grill all cleaned, it's time to move on to the exterior. So we have some all-natural degreaser here. We don't want to use any kind of harsh chemicals or anything on or around the grill. We don't want any kind of fumes or anything getting onto our cooking surfaces and all that stuff. So we got some all-natural degreaser. We're just gonna spray the outside down and wipe it off with paper towels and make it look nice and clean. Okay. All right, so we've got 2 more steps left for cleaning this KC combo. First, we have our grease bucket under here. So we're just gonna take that off, and then we just have some replaceable tin grease traps. So we're just gonna take the old one out, put a new one in. All right, and then finally, here we have a neat little feature that it is like a brush under here, and it knocks down any loose ash from the bottom that we didn't get with the vacuum that might have got caught in the burn pot. So we just move this back and forth a couple times. It's gonna scrub the bottom of our burn pot, and it knocks the ash down into a little ashtray here, like that. You can see we got some ash down in the bottom here. We're just gonna dump that out and put it right back in. Alright guys, so now that we got everything clean, everything put back together, we have a nice clean grill that we are ready to use and get some recipes done for you guys here on this channel. We got some good recipes coming up for you guys. We got some salmon that we're gonna cold smoke and make lox out of that. We have ham that we're gonna smoke, get the holiday recipes ready for you guys to try for yourselves. Make sure to like and subscribe to our channel. Comment below what you guys think we should cook next. What do you guys want to see us smoke on this nice brand new cleaned smoker, fresh, ready to use for the rest of this season. So let us know what you want to see, and until next time, we'll see you then.